Hello, and welcome to the annual 25K Options Challenge. If you have read my book, you must know that I do these challenges once every year with an initial sum of 2,500, and the goal of these challenges is to grow it into 25,000 by hopefully the end of the year. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes less time, but that's the general idea. I just finished my 10th challenge, and the result of the 10th challenge with all the trades are documented on my website. I was officially able to overachieve this time. We ended up with $27,000 instead of 25,000, and we finished it in record time, less than a year. So we finished the challenge on I think around February 19th, somewhere around that time frame. With trading, there are no guarantees. So sometimes I'm able to reach my target in less than a year, whereas other times it may take more than a year to achieve the results. Yeah, as you know, the stock market is an ever-changing environment. Things are not in your control. So I'm talking about flash crash, the 30% drop with this coronavirus scare going on. These black swan events do happen once in a while, and they affect your trading outcome. But the goal with trading is not to make one or two big wins. So the whole goal here is to develop some kind of a strategy which can generate consistent returns over a period of time. So consistent returns is what will get you to a big account size. With this membership, that's what I'll try to teach you guys and share what my strategy that I've developed over 15 years, so that you can bring more consistency to your own trading. So I just wanted to touch upon what you can expect from your live membership. Looking at the range of members on the platform, there are basically three kind of traders who join us. I try to cater to the needs of everybody, and if you fit into one of these categories, you will be able to take full advantage of the program. So we have many traders who are new option traders. And by new, I don't mean that you just recently read somewhere about options. You could be someone who has been doing option trades buying calls and puts for 6 months to a few years, but haven't been able to develop any kind of plan which can generate consistent results. For these members, I'm constantly creating education material to help you take your trading beyond that basic call and put buying to the next level. I also provide mentoring over email and chat to answer your questions. Then we have intermediate traders. Many of our members are intermediate traders. These are traders who understand calls, puts, even multi-legged strategies. They are wanting to take their knowledge to the next level, where consistency becomes a norm rather than the exception. So I'm happy to welcome you if you are an intermediate trader, and my hope is that by following the challenge, you can achieve that. You can develop some kind of discipline and consistency in your trading. And finally, we have many traders who are advanced traders. So these are option traders who know options. I mean, they have been trading options for many years, and they know all sorts of cool strategies, iron condor, broken leg butterfly, calendar spreads. So they know everything, and they are making money, but they're just looking for new ways of generating trade ideas, and maybe add another dimension to their own trading. So we have a range of people are on our subscription, and I try to cater to all three kinds. So finally, I do want to point out that if you have never done options trading, then this membership may not be for you. I recommend going back to the books and just catching up on some knowledge about options trading, and maybe try out some options trades before you join this program. So I want to make sure that you get the most out of this program. So I at least expect you to have some kind of basic knowledge about option trading and trading platforms. Now, you must have seen this image on the internet. When I started my trading 15 years ago, my emotions were all over the place. And this image is basically talking about the typical mentality of a trader, of a retail trader. So you can see the range of emotions a trader goes through, from excitement to euphoria to disappointment to capitulation, and then back to the excitement. So it's a cycle, and some traders just keep getting stuck in that cycle over and over again and are never able to make any money in the stock market. Did all of us do that? When I started, like every $100 I would make or lose would wreak havoc with my emotions. My daily mood was dictated by how my trading account was on that day. I remember being at work and constantly checking my phone or computer for my trades and just not being able to focus on my job at all. It was affecting my life on a daily basis. I was so addicted to that rush that I couldn't wait for the weekends to be over so I could get back to trading on Mondays. It didn't take me too long to realize that that's not the life I want for myself. I wanted trading to be something which could supplement my income and not disrupt my daily life. I wanted to be a good dad and husband and excel at my job while trading was happening in the background. So that is what made me realize that the way I was going with my trading is not going to accomplish um, the goals that I have in my life. So you'll notice that the way I have evolved my system over the years, it actually supports my personal goals in life. What are your personal goals? My goal, for example, is to have a stress-free life, spending time with my family, and be mentally present at whatever task I'm doing. So you'll notice that my trading style supports all of this. I don't play with large numbers. In fact, I have multiple small size trading accounts. And by not playing with large numbers, I'm not subject to emotional highs and lows. So, like if you lose a few $100 here and there, that doesn't do anything to an average trader. So, because I'm assuming you will start out trading if you have a few $1,000s to spare. So, a few $100 up and down doesn't do much to your emotions. But let's say you grow your account to 200,000, $300,000, and you're playing with large numbers. Every trade that you win or lose uh, affects your account by thousands of dollars. Like one wrong trade, you lose $15,000. That is going to play with your emotions a lot. So because of that, I have multiple small accounts that I do my trades on. So I'm always dealing with small numbers, and that is just something I have evolved to support the kind of lifestyle that I want to live. You don't have to do that. If you have the discipline, feel free to have a large account. But that's what I've done. So the second thing I've done is I wait patiently for the trades to come to me instead of trying to find the next Tesla, the next Apple, or the next penny stock. I'm never looking for the next best. So I have a fixed watch list of stocks that I trade, and these are like highly reputed, well-established companies. And I just follow these stocks on a daily basis. And I have a really small watch list, so what that allows me to do is I can follow these stocks in my watch list, and when I see some kind of departure from the mean, departure from the normal in any of these stocks, that triggers an alarm in my head, like maybe there's a trading opportunity here. So let's say Apple is doing great, and they're selling iPhones, and every quarter their revenue is going up, and then one fine day some kind of news comes in the market, you know, Kim from North Korea launched a nuclear missile test, and that drops the stock market by 500 points. Because the stock market drops by 500 points, Apple gets pulled back too. So since I'm following my watch list on a daily basis, when any of my stocks move unusually from their general movement, their general direction, that mm, um, causes me to start looking for trading opportunities. So, and then, if you've read my book, you must have seen that I have certain parameters that I use to decide whether to take a trade or not. So I use that as a guideline, and I just wait for the right moment to jump on a trade. So what this also does is that frees my mind from the stock market. I'm not glued to a computer all day long. In fact, um, I open my trading platform maybe twice a day for like 5 or 10 minutes. That's it. I don't have a fancy multi-monitor setup. I just trade from my laptop and in fact, my phone. I do a lot of trading on my phone. So, and the final thing is, yeah, I do get excited about making money, but in the end, it's just a number for me. So, I'm not here to give you a big lecture about controlling your emotions and all that stuff, but I think this point is the most important point in a trader's life. When you get to a point where your account value is just a number for you, that is when you really um, getting success that you set out for. So I feel that that was a tipping point in my life as a trader. Just something I wanted to share with you. I think it's really important for any trader to treat their account as a number which they're trying to grow. Now, what can you expect from your membership? So whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced options trader, my hope is that this program will be able to add value to your life. I'm constantly creating new education material revolving around the 25K trading methodology. I also provide live support via email and Discord. I answer all my emails, like 100% of my emails. It may take me some time to answer your emails, but I always answer them. If you have a question that can wait a day or two for an answer, I request that you use email for that. If you need my attention immediately, post your question on the questions for admin channel on Discord. That way it will get my attention and I can answer your question. Some people even prefer to directly ping me on Discord if they think their question doesn't add any value to other members. Because whatever questions you post on questions for admin, other members can see that. So if you think that there's a question which others can benefit from, please post it there. Otherwise, you can ping me directly too. And finally, as part of your membership, I push out trade alerts on Discord. So if you read my book, you'll notice that with each round of trades, I risk a maximum of 30% of my portfolio. So let's say you are joining today and you start with $2,500 in your account. So the goal would be like I go through these rounds of trades. So for example, you just joined today, you'll go through round one. So round one would mean I could post, let's say, 3 or 4 trades, and the goal is to use up 30% of your portfolio. So you buy, let's say, you execute all those let's say 3 or 4 trades, and now since you started with 2,500, you have used up $750 of your account. So that completes round one. So at that point, I'll stop posting trades because I don't want to risk more than 30%. From that point on, it becomes like a waiting game because then you have to wait for 30 days to close those trades and take your profit. So, and then once we close the trades, then we'll start again with another round of trades, which will again use up 30% of your portfolio's value. Finally, to get started with this challenge, I recommend a few things. First of all, get your trading platform set up. So I prefer Tastyworks and Thinkorswim from Ameritrade for option traders. I personally use both of them and will constantly refer to them in my videos. If you are new to these platforms, I in my videos I have some tutorials out there which can help you familiarize you with these platforms. However, if you are in a different country or you have your own broker of choice and you can't use either of these two platforms, that's perfectly fine. You'll notice that the trading debit spreads is there's nothing complicated about that. So it's just buying an option and selling an option at the same time. So most trading platforms that I'm aware of support executing debit spreads. So that shouldn't be a problem. The only thing is Thinkorswim has a great um charting platform, and the technical analysis is part of my trading method too. So if you can't lay your hands on Thinkorswim, you can use some other websites for your charting. For example, barchart.com and tradingview.com. These are pretty good about charting and have all my indicators. And once you sign up with us and you start going through the videos that I have out there, I have links for bar chart and TradingView in some of the videos. Um, and finally, if you join late, so you know that I started this challenge on March 19th. If you joined late and you have missed out on either some trades or the entire round one of trades, you don't have to worry. I'm constantly looking for new trades and will post new ideas as soon as I see them. I'm very disciplined about putting on trades, so that means I'll only post trade ideas when I truly see an opportunity. So this could mean that there are periods of silence where you may see no apparent activity from me except being engaged in the Discord group. Um, I patiently wait for my trade setups and put on trades when 90% of my trade parameters are satisfied. So if you join late, the round for those people who started on March 19th, their round two of trades will become round one for you. So that shouldn't make much of a difference. So yeah, that's it. And thank you for joining us. And I hope you will take something from your membership that you can apply to your own trading style. And thank you.